toast, so I did what anybody would do. I went on Google and tried to figure out what you're supposed to say, but I don't do good with computers, so it kind of went down a rabbit hole, and I ended up looking at women's lingerie. So what I mainly did is just wrote down a few things when we first met Deb, because we already knew Jen, of course. So it might be a little one-sided, but that's okay. But before we go too far, I do want to thank the band for coming. Eric, my friend Eric Sherman on the bass, we used to travel a little bit with the band, and he put that together. Thank you very much. A lot of love there, you guys. Appreciate it. And I want to thank myself for putting all these place things together last night. I was up till about 3 in the morning doing that, but that's complete lie, of course. There's too many people to thank, so it's sort of like the Academy Awards and that have so many people to thank. But I wanted to just mention, hate to mention COVID, but I thought it was worth mentioning. All of us getting together is really wonderful after all that. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. Deb and Jen met each other during that, and I think it just shows that they had hope to meet somebody and meet each other in that time. And it worked out here, and that's why we're all here. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I skipped. I wanted to mention Deb's parents from coming so far. And there's a lot of people that came near and far, and it's too many to mention, but a lot of Deb's friends and different people came from a long way. So, thank you very much for that. I was going to just mention first meeting Deb. I guess the first time we met him, Jennifer had a birthday party down on Lake Anna. And they'd rented a house, and all the kids were, I call them kids, were partying down there and having, they were playing cornhole out in the yard. It was kind of a windy day, and James and I, since Boy Scouts were kind of pyromaniacs, so we decided to light the fire pit outside. And it was quite breezy, so as we lit it, the sparks were flying across the yard over to where Deb was playing cornhole, and I was worried he was going to get lit on fire, but I kept looking at him, and I was looking at the sparks, but he turned around, and I think he thought I was looking at him, so every time he'd play a while, he'd look up, and I'd be staring at him, he'd play a while, and I'd be staring at him. Finally, I said, hell, I'm just going to go with it. I was like, I'm looking at you, Dave. Deb, I'm watching you. I'm watching you, buddy. But no one got lit on fire, and it all worked out. Everybody had a good time. And let's see, the next time Deb came over, they had been dating seriously, I guess, and she wanted to bring him to dinner. And as Deb's friends and everybody knows, he's very conscientious and very polite with Barbara and helping with dinner. And I figure he's pretty smart because he had to impress us to get to Jennifer, so he had brought Barbara a bouquet of flowers, and he brought me a bouquet of flowers too. I gotta tell you, Deb, nobody's ever brought me flowers. And then I'll get through this. Everybody wanted this to be short, but I don't care. The next time, I'm staying on the lake theme. We went down to Smith Mountain Lake. We have a house down there, and the kids rented a boat for the weekend. And Deb volunteered to get on the inner tube that we drag around on the lake, of all things. And of course, the object of that is to try to drown the person that we have on the inner tube. And he hung on for dear life, and we tried to spill him. But there again, he's pretty smart. He had a life jacket on, so we just had a great time for a weekend and got to know him. And he's just a wonderful guy. We're happy to have him in the family. And, let's see, can't see because of the shadow. Bear with me here a second. Let's see. I can't read this. Hang on a second. Now you're in the light. Go sit down, Jeff. I can't read my writing. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Jen took us to a cricket game. And that was an interesting thing to see. There's a lot of rules in cricket. And I'm hoping that Jen can teach him the rules of baseball and he'll teach us the rules of cricket. And I think some of his cricket guys are here. Can you say hi? Or some of the cricket players. Oh, yeah. So that's wonderful. And I was saying Jen could maybe teach him baseball, and it reminded me of teachers. It occurred to me there's many teachers in this thing. Deb's mom, Jennifer, and how many else? There's many, my family, all the teachers. And yeah, give an applause, thank you. And I was thinking some of Jennifer's accomplishments, and she hadn't won the Nobel Peace Prize or anything, but all her accomplishments are real little, and I was thinking, little is this high, 4th grade, many kids that her accomplishments that came through year after year, all their little kids. I'm very proud of her about that. So, those are her accomplishments. Also wanted to touch on, you have a napkin, Jeff? Thank you. He helps out. Isn't he nice? Anyway. So, I was going to mention that we have like the merging of two spiritualities coming together, and I think that's great. I think it's always good to have spirituality in the house, especially if you're raising kids. I said, especially if you're raising kids. Lots of kids. Anyway, we'll move on. Just want to touch on that. You might want advice from somebody after Barb and I have been married 32 years. Yeah, you can clap for that. But we did get some advice from her parents, I think is where it came from, was they said if by any small chance in 32 years you get in an argument or something, disagreement, don't go to bed without, while you're still mad at each other. And we got rid of that rule in a hurry because I wasn't getting any sleep at all. And we sent that out on a Viking burial. It was gone. So, and I'm just going to leave you with, I might have missed something, I'm not sure. I can't read my own writing, so I'm just going to wrap it up and say, advice from a great beer drinker philosopher once said, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. Jen and Deb, happy life.